a gigantic plant almost impossible to kill that silently invades and destroys your home. It sounds like something from a horror film, doesn't it? But it's a terrifying fact for homeowners around the country. I'm Phil Spencer, and this is my guide to Japanese knotweed. If it's discovered in or near the home that you'd like to buy, you'll definitely want to think twice about what to do. If you do go ahead, armed with full information about what's involved, you should be able to negotiate a reduction in price with the seller. Download my free home buyer toolkit, and there's a link below. This will help you through the buying process step by step, including expert tips on putting forward offers and negotiating with sellers. And please don't forget to subscribe to this series and click the alert bell to get the latest property news and top tips for home buyers looking for the best deals. So, why is Japanese knotweed such a problem? The plant was introduced here by the Victorians. With its red bamboo-like stems and heart-shaped green leaves, it's easy to see why the plant was once considered attractive. It grows up to 2 centimeters a day before dying back in the winter, but underground it's a different matter. The roots burrow down for almost 3 meters and spread up to 7 meters, seeking out weaknesses in any building and growing through walls, through drains, through floors. They can cause thousands of pounds worth of damage. And the real issue, getting rid of it is expensive and can take, well, sometimes it can take up to 3 years. Because it grows so rapidly, it's important to deal with it before it invades other buildings as soon as you possibly can. Especially nowadays, since a landmark ruling has allowed UK homeowners to sue their neighbours if Japanese knotweed ends up on their land. So it's perhaps not surprising that presence of this destructive weed can knock several percent off the value of a property, possibly even 10%. Eliminating it involves spraying the plant, and I'm going to try and say this, with glyphosate-based weed killer. It's very serious stuff. Then digging right down to the ends of the roots, letting it dry and burning it. It must not be disposed of in household or garden waste, as just like in the horror films, it will come back to life and start spreading again. It's really pretty serious stuff, and that means expert help and a coordinated plan, often with the neighbours, is usually the best approach. It is possible, but you need to do it properly. The whole process needs to be repeated annually until there is no evidence of regrowth. That is why it takes some time. Japanese knotweed is not covered by most general insurance policies, so if you find it growing in or near your property and have it removed, you will most likely have to take out a special knotweed indemnity policy to mitigate against damage from potential future attacks. These policies provide cover for the cost of the treatment, any damage caused by the plant, third-party legal fees in case the plant spread onto neighbouring land, and the devaluation of the property. So it's the whole kit and caboodle. Sellers have to disclose information if they are aware of Japanese knotweed. You may view it as an opportunity to negotiate the price, but at the same time, take into account the costs involved and the hassle that you will have of needing to remove it. Buying a house with Japanese knotweed is an enormous commitment, as clearly it's extremely tough to remove. It is possible, it absolutely is possible. So it's not the end of the world, but my advice is think twice about buying it if you know it's there. Just to remind that there is a link to my free home buyer kit below to help you with all of that. So be sure to download yours as always. Thanks for watching, thanks for joining me again, and I hope this has been useful. Good luck, and I hope you don't find Japanese knotweed. Join me next time for more top property tips.